Hello everyone, my name is Monique. I work for Off the Record. Today I'm going to be talking briefly about managing your worries during this current climate in COVID-19 and the lockdown. It's very normal to feel worried and scared or hopeless about the current situation that we are all facing. It's a very unprecedented time, most definitely. We often feel nervous, don't we, and worried when things feel uncertain. And again, this is very common and normal for us. Worrying is when we think about things over and over again, and then it's accompanied by feelings or physical sensations of anxiety, such as things like maybe feeling a bit nauseous in our stomach, our heart might be racing, shaky hands, for example, maybe we're a bit sweaty as well. And it's quite normal to worry, isn't it, from time to time? Of course, we all worry about things. Sometimes people find that they are spending large amounts of time worrying, and this can actually affect our quality of life, and maybe we can't concentrate on things or maybe even sleep, for example. Some techniques that I've kind of found that help for me personally, and again, we're all individuals, it may not work for everyone, but what I try to do, and I have been doing so far during the lockdown, is actually scheduling in my own worry-free time each day, which is an hour per day where I immerse myself into a task or a hobby, and I'm actively trying to be as present in that moment for that hour and using all my concentration on the activity at hand and trying not to focus on other things going on around in the outside world, and on the news, for example. Obviously, this is easier said than done completely, but what I thought some activities that might help people to really be occupied and present in those moments might be things like playing a card game with a relative or a partner if you're isolating altogether, playing some sort of phone game on your phone. I've been playing Scrabble with my friends, which the concentration for Scrabble is very strong because you need to find those words and connections and everything, so that's quite helpful. Maybe even cooking or following a cookbook and a recipe from there that's been in the cupboard for years. Maybe if you're lucky enough to have a garden, maybe some gardening, knitting, for example, playing dominoes, or even reading. So how do we actually know when we are in the present moment? Well, we should feel emotions such as excitement from the hobby or the activity. We'll be concentrating on the object or thing in front of us. We might not be thinking about COVID-19 as much as we usually do. We may even feel a bit more relaxed or happy. We also might notice things using our senses a bit more, things like hearing, smell, touch or sight. So we're very much absorbed in what we are doing as opposed to letting our mind kind of race and dwell on things that are obviously going on outside in the current situation. So the idea is that we allow our mind to fully focus on that activity. We are trying to be as truly present as we can. We're listening attentively during the game, or we're observing the greenery in our garden. We're smelling the cooking or the meal that we're making intently. It just allows us to momentarily switch off from the worries and the anxiety surrounding COVID-19 or any other worries that you might be experiencing as well. And if a worry comes into your train of thought during this worry-free time, you can actively say to yourself, I'm going to let this go, I'm going to push it away, and I'm not going to entertain this now because at the moment I'm having my worry-free hour and I'm trying to be as present in this moment and enjoy and concentrate on my activity at hand. See how you go, give it a try. It takes some practice to allow yourself that time to worry free for that hour or however long you're able to do. But by giving the mind a break from the worrying, it can help us to just feel more relaxed and feel a sense of enjoyment, even if it is momentarily. And this is kind of better than not feeling it at all and allowing our mind to kind of ruminate continuously over things that we have no control over at the moment. give it a go. I will share with you my activity that I do is I do a half an hour bit of yoga where I'm really trying to focus on what I'm doing, the movements, my breath, and the sounds around me. And also, when I'm lucky enough, I will also play a board game with my flatmate, which is also very helpful and fun. And it really helps me to just switch off from all those kind of negative worries or things that are going on in the outside world. So allow yourself that time, a worry-free time per day. Allow yourself, be compassionate towards yourself, and see if it has made or makes any difference to your day-to-day life during lockdown. Thank you.